suppose society expects you to have moved on. You know, people who haven't been there throughout the year, you want times where you can let off a bit of steam, or if it's coming up to a birthday or anniversary, it's always a tough, brings back, you know, a lot of memories. Or September, when your child should have been at a certain year, certain class, you know, it's always good to be able to talk to people who really can understand.
We had great support from friends and from the school and all of that as well, but there's still that element of, you know, they're sympathetic and they're understanding, but they don't really get it. They don't understand how deep it cuts.
I needed to talk. I just needed to talk to anybody, you know, around what had happened. So I didn't know what I wanted to ask or what I wanted to be told, but I just felt I needed to be around people who must have some sense of what had happened.
It's a very lonely time. When your child dies, even you could be in a room full of people, you're extremely lonely, and you feel very isolated as well. And I think for me, being with a group of other bereaved mums or dads, I felt less lonely. Here were people who were my peers who knew there's no making this better. But so that's what it meant for me, and you know, I just felt understood.
There's nothing as powerful as sitting with another bereaved parent. And the circumstances doesn't have to be the same. It's just you are another bereaved parent. So you get the other person's, you know, that longing, that aching, and all of the things that I was saying that you kind of feel nearly a bit guilty about telling your own family and that, you know, or your friends, but you can openly say in a group, in the likes of an Anam Cara group, or on a one-to-one.
When you're going through your everyday life, in particular with your immediate family, you want to make sure they're okay. So you often hide your own, how desperate you feel and how bad you feel on a day. And I think, you know, having a group of people that you can go and sit with and say, I am having such a bad week, I don't know what's wrong with me, you know, I'm really feeling. I think it's just, there is such a level of comfort of speaking to people who are not going to judge you, who not think that you're going, you know, regressing in your grief or anything like that, knowing, you know, that they understand that this is a journey.
Oh, just being able to look at all those parents and listen to their stories, it didn't make my own pain easier, but it made it more bearable, because I feel I'm not alone. Tom wouldn't be great around people, and he feels very secure. He sits there and he doesn't open his mouth, and he can't do without those meetings. He gets an awful lot out of them.
I think as a parent, you're always looking to try and remember your child, to keep their memory alive. And it was great to have Anam Cara, where you could go, listen, talk about your child in an environment with other parents who really, really understood, who could empathise and listen in a non-judgmental way, and also share remembrance days, the Bloom to Remember event, and you know, there was some nice family events as well throughout the year, you know.
Having those opportunities to sit with other parents and to know that your children were with other children who are going through the same thing really made a huge difference.